It's no longer about the game itself, but what's around it. The only good thing about new major games is currently graphics. I love HD graphics, and the current level of detail, but modern games lack of fantasy and magic. These one-use disposable games need to be covered with trophies/achievements, unlockable content and feudal extras to be played for more than 1 month. Almost none of my new games deserve to be remembered, whereas most of the classics do. Older games were forced to make up the deficiency with novel and interesting gameplay. Older games were more creative and were more challenging compared to modern games, which are easy to beat and require not much skill. The amount of entertainment older games provide is just irreplaceable. Games like Mario Bros., Mortal Kombat, Sonic the Hedgehog and Snow Brothers are all complete classics which are fun to play again and again. Today I will share 5 old games you would really like to play. Number 5, it's Road Rash. Road Rash puts the player in control of a motorcycle racer who must finish in either 3rd or 4th place or higher in a series of 5 road races to advance throughout the game's 5 levels. The player character will punch at the nearest racer with a default input, while holding a directional button during the input will result in either a backhand or a kick. Number 4, it's Mortal Kombat 2. Another classic game which required great skills to beat it. To sum up the greatness of MK2, the sequel was faster, bloodier, gorier, louder, and even improved quite a bit in the graphics department. MK2 made just as big a splash, if not a bigger splash than the original made when it released in arcades, a pretty difficult thing to do for any fighting game. It has many secret characters to fight with and unique stages. Apart from these, every character could kill another character with a unique fatality.
Finish him. Johnny Cage wins. Fatality.
At number 3 spot, it's Blood. If you like first-person shooters, you're gonna want to add Blood to your collection. There's so much of the red stuff flying in this game it makes a Dario Argento film look like Romper Room. Heads are decapitated, skin peels off flesh, and enemies burst into flames and stumble in a daze screaming "It burns." If you'd thought you'd seen it all, Blood might be just the jolt you need. It's not enough to actually scare anyone unless they're a kid. We've seen this stuff on a much more realistic level in films, but combined with the satanic themes, it's definitely a reality check for a lot of PC game fans. Weapons such as flare gun, shotgun, Tommy gun, napalm launcher, dynamite are the best compared to any modern game's weapons. Braid takes the 2nd spot. Braid is the rare game that will make you rack your brain trying to solve puzzles. In this game you can reverse time in order to correct your mistakes, which is a rare mechanic in 2D games. Later levels retain this basic mechanic but add unique twists that ensure every world feels completely different. It has 4 different mechanics. In World 3, when you reverse time, some objects such as green objects cannot be controlled by time, so they move normally. With only the simple mechane, new puzzles are automatically created. In World 4, when you move forward, time moves forward, and when you move backward, so time moves backward. This is really ingenious mechanic. With this mechanic, many more puzzles arise to explore. World 5 involves a shadow of the player character appearing after the player rewinds time and performing the actions that the real player character rewound. If the timeline expires, the shadow will complete any initiated falls and jumps but will otherwise stand still before disappearing. The World 6 provides the player with a magic ring which, when dropped, warps the flow of time around itself. The closer moving objects, including the character, are to it, the slower time passes for them. The regular rewind control remains available. Call of Duty 2 takes the #1 spot for the best old school games. Call of Duty 2 is a first-person shooter video game developed by Infinity Ward. Call of Duty 2 features several game types: Deathmatch, Team Deathmatch, Search and Destroy, Capture the Flag and Headquarters. It has simple good maps unlike the modern Call of Duty maps which have disturbing design. Each team can choose a variety of weapons, depending on the map. It has great and simple mechanics and is the perfect game of skill. Its audio is extremely remarkable. Its graphics are not bad for an old school game. But the best thing about the game is its simplicity. In multiplayer only have your gun or grenades compared to modern first-person shooter Call of Duty games which have kill streaks such as aeroplanes, robots, airstrikes and bombs, which has totally ruined the true nature of Call of Duty. I hope you like the video. Please comment and subscribe so that you don't miss upcoming videos.